I'm John Caulfield, Senior Editor with Builder Magazine, and welcome again to Builder TV. I'm here today with Joe Pusateri, the CEO of Elite Homes in Louisville, Kentucky, a builder who built 41 homes last year. Welcome, Joe. Joe is one of our America's Best Builders for 2010, and we're going to have a little conversation today about what has led to your success. First off, let's talk about the market that you're in. Louisville is one of the toughest markets in this country to sell homes in and to make money in. But yet you had a pretty good pop in your profit last year. Tell me a little bit about some of the things that work for you.
You know, Louisville has only 5,000 or 6,000 building permits a year, and there's over 400 builders competing for those. There's been many national builders that have come to Louisville and said, you know, this is not the place for us and leave the city. We do have a few regional builders, but it's very competitive. What we did is we did several things. We looked at how much realtor participation we had in our sales, and we had about 10% because we have a real estate company ourselves, so we compete against other real estate companies. So what we decided to do was to list some of our spec homes with other realtors. And I invited 4 realtors to look at, from different companies, to look at each one of our spec homes, and then to come into our office and make a presentation on what they would do to get that house sold and what suggestions they might have as far as changes that they would make. And they had great ideas as far as marketing the home. Some of them we had not thought. They had some ideas as far as adding some features to our house or doing some things on it that would increase the marketability of it. And then we picked one of those real estate companies. We said, okay, we're going to list the house with y'all. Then I said, you know, since we're doing that, we're now a partner, and we'd like to come in to your sales meetings and tell all of your agents about our company and why they should bring their buyers to Elite Homes. And we had built a house for Extreme Makeover Home Edition not too earlier in 2007, and we put together a little PowerPoint presentation that went through the process that Extreme Makeover does when they pick a builder in the market, and as far as looking for you know, a good reputation and good, strong ties in the community, and basically said to the realtors, don't these same reasons make sense to you?
Right.
It was so successful that we went past the 4 real estate companies that we had given our spec homes to, and ended up having 14 of the 15 top real estate companies come into our office, and we made that presentation to them. And we would provide breakfast or lunch. In fact, we would get a local bank or a mortgage company to spring for that, and they would put a sign up, so it really didn't cost us anything. And we have a really nice design center, and it would expose them to the design center as well. We would explain, you know, how that's going to make building a house easier for their client and all the advantages that our design center offered. And, you know, the way I looked at it is, in 2008, we've been in business for 32 years. And in 2005, my company didn't need me. I mean, just get out of the way and don't mess it up. You know, things were doing so good. Now, in 2008, 2009, my company, you know, needed me. And if I've learned anything over the 30-something years that I've been in the business, I ought to have, you know, enough knowledge and things that I've learned over 3 decades to get our company through this, you know, this difficult challenge. And in fact, that's the word I like to use because the challenge motivates you. You know, it's something you rise up to meet. We have just tried to think outside the box. We also went back to our past customers, and we had 1,100 past customers, and said, hey, do you know we do remodeling? And we charted for every one of the subdivisions we had built and developed the price appreciation in those neighborhoods. And even though the market had kind of flattened out, Louisville really never has seen any price deflation, that they had nice gains in their equity. And so wouldn't this be a better place to invest your money than the stock market? Plus you get to enjoy it, and historically the houses have went up, and we went from doing 0 remodeling in 2007 to 3.8 million in 2009, and that was huge. And it was also really nice that we could get into the remodeling area and pretty much dominate it pretty quickly. And part of it was that we've become a brand name in our city because of our community involvement and because of our association with Extreme Makeover, and just, you know, being in somewhere for 3 decades.
Now you have made sort of a second career of yourself doing public speaking, and you have a lot of varied interests. Where do you see the company going, and, you know, what you want to do with your time as well?
Well, the company, we went through a process a few years ago of like franchising our company. So we thought of everything that we do, and if we were going to sell a franchise for it, of how it would all be organized so that it can be self-sustaining. It doesn't require me, you know, in the leadership role for the company to do well or to run itself. And while I like what I do a lot, I still, you know, look to another career when I'm eventually pass the torch or sell the company or whatever. And I like public speaking, and I like consulting, and I also have a desire to run for public office. And I really would be okay with any of the three. I spoke at the IBS show today, and as I do every year, and I like going and speaking about things that I think I can help builders on. As far as consulting, I think if you're successful running a business, the same kind of principles, you have to have customer service, you have to do market research, you have to have a good product. Those same principles can apply to any business. And they can apply to a nonprofit as well, that when I was involved in a leadership role in a nonprofit, we were able to turn it into where it showed a surplus. And then as far as public office, since I was a small child, I always thought that I would be president of the United States. I don't really think that's, you know, realistic.
Do you really want that job?
But a leadership role in our community is something. If I thought there was a void there, or if our community wasn't getting the kind of leadership that it deserved or that it was capable, you know, that's an option that I have as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, Joe, I wish you good luck in whatever venture you choose to pursue, and I wish you good luck with your company, and thank you for joining us. Again, I'm John Caulfield with Builder TV, and thanks for joining us as well.